White House release published Tuesday, July 22, 2025. Fact sheet: the United States and Indonesia reach historic trade deal. President Donald J. Trump has announced a landmark trade agreement with Indonesia. This deal will give American businesses new access to the Indonesian market and support U.S. manufacturing, agriculture, and digital sectors. Indonesia will pay the United States a reciprocal tariff rate of 19%. Indonesia will eliminate tariff barriers on over 99% of U.S. products exported to Indonesia. This includes agricultural goods, health products, seafood, information technology, automotive products, and chemicals. Indonesia will address non-tariff barriers for U.S. industrial exports. U.S. companies will be exempt from local content requirements. Vehicles built to U.S. safety and emission standards will be accepted. Indonesia will accept FDA certificates for medical devices and pharmaceuticals, and remove burdensome certification and labeling requirements for U.S. exports. For agriculture, Indonesia will exempt U.S. food and agricultural products from all import licensing regimes. It will ensure transparency for geographical indications like meats and cheeses, and recognize U.S. regulatory oversight for meat, poultry, and dairy facilities. The United States and Indonesia will negotiate rules of origin to ensure the benefits of the agreement go to both countries. The two countries have agreed to remove barriers for digital trade, services, and investment. Indonesia will eliminate tariffs on intangible products and support a permanent moratorium on customs duties for electronic transmissions at the World Trade Organization. Indonesia will also recognize the United States as providing adequate data protection, allowing personal data to move freely between the two countries. Indonesia will join the Global Forum on Steel Excess Capacity and work with the United States to address global steel issues. Both countries will strengthen cooperation on supply chain resilience, export controls, and investment security. Indonesia will remove export restrictions on all industrial commodities, including critical minerals. Indonesia has committed to adopt a forced labor import ban and improve labor standards by removing restrictions on workers and unions. The agreement also highlights new commercial deals in agriculture, aerospace, and energy, which will boost U.S. exports to Indonesia. President Trump states this trade deal will benefit American workers, exporters, farmers, and digital innovators. The United States and Indonesia will soon formalize the agreement on reciprocal trade to secure these benefits. The U.S. goods trade deficit with Indonesia was $17.9 billion in 2024. Before this deal, Indonesia's average tariff was 8%, while the U.S. average was 3.3%. President Trump has prioritized removing unfair trade practices and expanding market access for American exporters. This announcement demonstrates that America can protect domestic production and strengthen its industrial base while gaining greater market access abroad. Thanks for listening. The full source material for this summary is in the description below.